Hi there, my name is Ian Barker, and this is The Groundbreakers. You're listening to the audio form of an article that I wrote about Lethbridge, Alberta. It's entitled Strategic Localization, the Power of Differentiation in Lethbridge's Economic Development. And before I dive into the full text of the article, it's about southern Alberta's economic hub and how Lethbridge is building a distinct innovation ecosystem that's based on the region's unique characteristics and its investment in social entrepreneurialism. What I've done is to link that to a well-known quote by Michael Porter, the business professor from Harvard University. And that quote goes as follows: "The worst mistake in strategy is to compete with your competitors on the same thing. You want to find a different kind of value that you can deliver to a different set of customers. Strategy is fundamentally about how you're going to deliver unique value." If there is a trap cities often fall into, it is failing to confront the sheer scale of change occurring all around them. The reasons are easy to understand. The scale is huge and the pace is slow. But while one day looks very much like the next, digital transformation and other major forces are subtly imposing change and eroding strategic control. Time passes, real change arrives. Responding isn't optional, it's mandatory. While no place is spared, all places face opportunity, emerging from establishing excellence in areas of strength to gaining resilience through strategic investment in new areas of growth. For these reasons, what's happening in Lethbridge, Alberta, is an example full of strategic and operational implications for innovation ecosystems and for regional economic development. A critical part of Lethbridge's innovation ecosystem is contained within an understated building located in the city's North End Industrial Park. It's the home of Economic Development Lethbridge, known as EDL, where the mandate is helping to secure the city of Lethbridge's economic future and its ongoing evolution into an economically resilient municipality, offering a high quality of life and a warm, productive welcome to newcomers. It's not necessarily an easy proposition. Lethbridge is home to just over 100,000 people, which is far smaller than Calgary's 1.3 million residents living a manageable 2 hours drive north. The innovation ecosystem dynamic is similar to that between Kamloops and Vancouver, with the larger city further along the development curve. It is simply easier at this point in time for Calgary to attract resources that accelerate the growth and development of its own innovation ecosystem. While intercity relations are friendly and collaborative, it is up to Lethbridge to find its own way, carving out its own innovation path built from its own unique characteristics. Here, EDL breaks a stereotype and leads in important ways. We often think of entrepreneurship stereotypically, a couple of engineers working out of a garage trying to solve a problem. The classic eureka moment in a lab, a nascent startup pitching investors. We envision relentless testing, prototyping, iterating, and revising, and with good fortune and talent, a breakthrough, and a new business is born. It's not always like that. Social good and public benefit are powerful outcomes of a service-oriented entrepreneurship. These entrepreneurs aren't building a product or a service. They're building public infrastructure for the engineers, the lab team, the hopeful innovators from across a wide spectrum of backgrounds and interests. They're targeting the social and economic future of a region, working to build infrastructure, attract talent, spark innovation, and spread a welcoming message. Like stereotypical entrepreneurs, they're also testing, prototyping, iterating, and revising in search of a more systemic breakthrough. Excelling at this form of entrepreneurship is a major competitive advantage. Renee Barlow is the Vice President, Entrepreneurship and Innovation at EDL. Her astute response to the realities of Lethbridge's position and approach to innovation stand out. So does her entrepreneurial spirit. Looking at the situation from Renee's perspective is to see the innovation ecosystem as critical to the long-term social and economic well-being of Lethbridge and southern Alberta. That mandates a civic culture of experimentation, further integration with the city's ecosystem participants, and it also means being creative, looking outside the city to add more value and to include more people. It means being part of a cohesive, measurable, differentiated strategy based on Lethbridge's unique characteristics. Geographically, Lethbridge has a lot to work with. It's a hub in its own right for the area's smaller towns. Also, it borders Blood Reserve, Canada's largest, and it's well connected with the Piikani Nation. The city and the reserve lie within the Blackfoot Confederacy, territory traditionally spanning parts of southern Alberta and Saskatchewan as well as northern Montana, with all that implies for partnership and economic development potential. It's not too far from Calgary, but far enough to be distinct. It is only an hour north of the Canada-US border and located on the Can-Amex corridor, the developing highway system upon which billions in goods travel between the three North American trading partners. If strategy is fundamentally about how you're going to deliver unique value, then the challenge is straightforward for Renee and her Lethbridge and regional innovation ecosystem partners, identifying a different kind of value that they can deliver to a different set of customers. The different customers are the researchers, innovators, and entrepreneurs who will help spearhead the next stages of Lethbridge's social and economic development. They live in Lethbridge now, and they will arrive from across southern Alberta, including, hopefully, Confederacy members. While unicorn-chasing entrepreneurs might eventually head north, other entrepreneurs might head south. Others will come to Lethbridge from even further afield. These customers also include agricultural technology, virtual and mixed reality, and gaming innovators from among the specialized fields taking root in the area. Innovators are their own community. What they find in terms of training, support, and resources, how they interact with one another, the know-how they contribute, and the businesses they form are vital early-stage indicators of a community-led, robust, self-sustaining innovation ecosystem. The Lethbridge and Southern Alberta innovation ecosystem is rich with opportunity, and it contains important groups with a lot of value to contribute. And I'm going to go through a quick list of them here. The City of Lethbridge, EDL, is formed as an arm's-length nonprofit representing the economic development needs of the city. Alberta Innovates is the province's largest research and innovation agency. RINSA is the Regional Innovation Network of Southern Alberta, and they are actually headquartered at EDL. Tech Connect is owned and operated by EDL, and it's the center of entrepreneurship and innovation for Lethbridge and the Southern Alberta region. There's also the National Research Council, IRAP, and they provide advice, connections, and funding. There's also the University of Lethbridge, which includes their Science Commons, and that offers open and flexible laboratories, makerspaces, and specialized outreach spaces. Lethbridge College offers collaboration on projects that use new or existing knowledge to solve real-world challenges. They've got a Center for Applied Research, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship, and their focus includes agribusiness and VR mixed reality. The Lethbridge Chamber of Commerce is also present, of course. They're a champion for a strong community to enhance a healthy economic and social environment in the region. Piikani Resource Development represents the development of economic opportunities for the Piikani Nation. Blood Tribe Economic Development represents the development of economic opportunities for the Blood Tribe. Blackfoot Confederacy is committed to economic well-being via job creation, job retention, business development, and quality of life. Community Futures helps small rural businesses get the help they need to thrive. Alberta Southwest Regional Alliance is a group of 15 communities working together to help one another succeed. Southgrow Regional Economic Development accelerates and enhances the quality of life, development, and sustainability for the communities of the Southgrow region. Okotoks is a thriving trade zone encompassing businesses from around southern Alberta. And the BIPOC Foundation, economic empowerment, financial inclusion, and representation for all entrepreneurs in Western Canada. When a growing community of innovators engages with the innovation ecosystem's resources, and as you've just heard, there are a lot of them, the potential emerges for great things to happen. Accordingly, understanding the effectiveness of these interactions is crucial. And a good way to get at this measure is a customer-centric view of innovation ecosystem performance. How researchers, innovators, and entrepreneurs respond to the environment Lethbridge provides goes an enormous way to predicting how well and how rapidly innovation sparks and develops. While it's fair, given Lethbridge's innovation ecosystem is still evolving and that some of the later stage measures like patents issued are future rather than present goals, there are important indicators of success to look for now. EDL and RINSA measure everything. Customer-centric measures from initial steps like workshop attendees and how many workshops individuals attended, how sectors of clients assess a program's effectiveness, through to utilization of network resources. They're working to expand the growing pipeline of early-stage innovators hitting Lethbridge's innovation ecosystem, supported by funding through various provincial and federal government agencies. Tech Connect and RINSA work to expand the growing pipeline, fed by programs like Rural Women Entrepreneurs in Technology. It's fed by early-stage innovators from Lethbridge College and University of Lethbridge, and the network of regional partners. Even for venture capitalists, building pipelines is a tough business. It's accepted that most of a VC's portfolio companies will fail to generate a return in excess of their cost of capital. So VCs optimize for slugging percentage. That is, they're seeking home runs, aiming to link a fund's high risk to high reward. It's a solution to their selection problem. Determining winners is obviously exceptionally difficult. The same is true across the investment spectrum, from angels to governments. Who will succeed and how do we find them? It follows that a degree of public investment targeted at uncovering more ideas and encouraging more people into the innovation pipeline is a smart move. The upside includes more profitable businesses, a strengthened economy, and a better quality of life. The downside of some of the inevitable misses includes an upside, which is the overall upskilling of the population, with more people becoming valuable members of other local businesses and startups. When we think about expanding the innovation ecosystem pipeline, the Rural Women Entrepreneurs in Technology program is an excellent example. And for Renee, it's both a personal passion, because it's about standing up for the underdog, and it's good social entrepreneurship practice. The program is one example of promoting innovation ecosystem participation, a smart way to bring more people into the world where the fusion of ideas and skill matters tremendously to Lethbridge's social and economic future, while opening the door for everyone. Other sources of innovation ecosystem participants include the partner network, the wider Lethbridge community, the college, and the university. Ushering more innovators into the pipeline is a vital part of the overall objective, a productive, self-sustaining, differentiated innovation ecosystem. So too are factors like diversifying the skill and technology foundation of the innovation ecosystem, developing processes that identify innovative ideas early, building trust, increasing the rate of customer progression through stages of development, and creating the longer-term infrastructure needed to attract talent and encourage them to stay. Now, there's a set of good examples and outcomes to look at. Lethbridge, EDL, RINSA, and Alberta Innovates can point to some of these. Advanced Ag, which develops innovative biology to improve soil and water health. Veris Technologies, creating trusted connections across the internet between people, governments, and corporations. Daniola, the mining industry's digital exchange platform. Sunterra Greenhouse, decision-making tools in partnership with Lethbridge College. Some further quantitative measures include a 10-year retrospective analysis performed by Alberta Innovates that found that RINSA's activities generated a GDP impact of over $3 per dollar invested and had an overall regional GDP impact estimated at $205 million, and that RINSA expenditures and commercialization support are estimated to have contributed nearly 1,500 full-time jobs to the economy during the 10-year period from 2011 to 2020. And each full-time employee supported is estimated to have contributed $138,000 to Southern Alberta's GDP. The report also found that relationship and trust building are central to the development of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, that it's important not to overmanage the ecosystem, giving entrepreneurs time and space to develop whilst providing support and guidance where needed. It found that meaningful measurement is difficult and should not stifle innovation. And it found that key needs include filling skill gaps ranging from sales to executive management. If there's one lesson both stereotypical and social entrepreneurs learn, it's to invalidate your hypothesis. That is, to discard what's not working, refining the process and what passes real-life requirements, and understanding why. It's the concept of embracing the smaller failures in pursuit of the bigger wins, constantly asking what makes us different and better. How can we bring in more people? How can we increase and improve our services? Who can we partner with? How can we get the word out? How can we wrap useful services around a broader cross-section of society? How we increase graduation rates through our services from inception to commercialization? These are the foundational building blocks that ramp a developing innovation ecosystem to the white-hot activity level where the system itself explodes into life, producing a diversifying, endless stream of new ideas, businesses, and social good. The Lethbridge example is ideal for municipalities everywhere. Look for those points of meaningful differentiation and build innovation ecosystems that harness and direct global transformative change into local, social, and economic well-being.